We're still in the process of counting every legal ad that's been in the newspapers, both daily and weekly, in 2016. We've already proven that the Press Association lied and once again undersold how much is going on there. We're now just getting to the extent of their lie and how much they're ripping off the taxpayers for legal ads that do nothing more than pay your salaries. Quite frankly, I have no problem with them paying your salaries, but they shouldn't be able to do it with taxpayer money. They should have to do it through advertising money. I don't believe that the government should be subsidizing media, especially if you're the ones who are supposed to be covering us. I told you, when I first became governor, I got brought to me the very uncomfortable proposal of whether I would approve raises for certain people at NJN. And some of them were people who were actually covering me on a day-to-day basis. So what am I supposed to do at that point? If I approve the raises, people will say I'm using public money to try to curry favor and create a bias among people who are covering me. If I don't approve the raises, I run the risk of angering people on a very personal level in terms of how much money they collect every day in their paycheck who are covering me every day. That's why I think it's an awful precedent to have the government subsidizing media. And that is exactly what's happening here with legal notices. And so, I understand that the advertising business in newspapers has gone pretty bad, and that now the only way they can get advertising, or at least most of their advertising, is to legally compel it from the taxpayers. You all have an obligation, supposedly, to independently evaluate, investigate, and write, supposedly, objectively about government. It's very difficult to do that when, at least on the newspaper side, the overwhelming majority of your newspaper's revenue, your newspaper in particular's revenue, comes from government-compelled advertising. And the reason that you can see it's not objective is you saw the way your newspaper reacted when the legislature was planning on ending that subsidy. You ran front-page advertisements attacking everyone who was doing that, even though it was only in your personal financial interest. And so the fact is that the veil of objectivity was pulled away from you all when you had the opportunity to have your own ox ready to be gored.